Hello, YouTube, and thank you for joining me. This is my very first episode on Every Other Weekend Dad. As you can tell, Every Other Weekend Dad, that suggests that I am an every other weekend dad. And this is going to be geared towards single parents. It doesn't matter if you're a dad or your mom. This is all going to be based on what we can do as a single parent. And it's all going to be positive things and positive discussions. And I really want to focus on the conversations below. And this is a channel that's going to help everybody, not only myself, but you as well. Single parenting isn't easy, and it isn't easy for the children. The main point to everything is to have your children respect you and overall be happy. So on this channel, we're going to learn how to become positive and get all that hate out of the way. There's so much hate within the parenting world today, and I understand. I also came from there. I'm coming up to a year where everything's been finalized through an agreement for me, and overall I am now happy, and it's all settled and it's all done. Now it's that long journey while your kids are growing up, and then you still have to communicate with your ex-partner. Now that's not always easy, and this is what we're going to be talking about. You know, if you need to talk about the children, what activities you want them to be in, what weekends you want them, what, sharing the children. And it's got to be done in a compromised way. Usually, in my experience, what I've seen is the kids are always in the middle, and they're being used kind of against your will in some way, shape, or form, where that's the only way the other spouse can hurt the other spouse. And you don't want that to happen at all. And in my experience, that was the case. And it really hurt me. And my children are very young to understand what was going down there. And you know what? The hate was there. Now I'm getting on with life. And overall, you want your children to grow up positive, and you don't want them to see all those trials and tribulations. You want them to be raised as if you were a happy family together, but separate in mixed families. I'm also involved in another mixed family. My kids are now involved in another mixed family. So you have to make the best of it and work with other people. Sometimes it's not that easy, and others find it easy. And I would hope that this channel will help both happy people and not so happy people. So for me, I was really stuck in a rut, and I found my place now. I'm happy and I'm moving forward, but I'm still negotiating and still doing little things here and there where you have to negotiate with your ex-partner. And that is tough with your current family, the mixed family that you're with, and also with her new family. So again, this is geared towards both. It's the same. I don't care what anybody says, the man this, the woman that. This channel is not about that. This channel is about talking about how to communicate to one another. That is as simple as it's going to get. But it's not only about that. It's all about the good times, what you can do with your children, what kind of activities you can do in a mixed family. It's hard for the children as well, not just the parent. The problem with the children being involved is that they don't share their emotions like we do. They go with the flow and they roll with it. And you know what? Growing up, they will see those things and not understand. So you almost have to read between the line, put yourself in their shoes. If you were a child, how would you take this? So this is all going to be common practice. This is going to be conversation, and I'm going to report in and what I do and how I react with a certain situation, how I see my children, and what I do, and also discipline takes place. So discipline is another thing that's very difficult to do in a separate family. So when I discipline on this side, it may not necessarily be the same kind of discipline on the other side. So where do the kids want to go? Luckily for me, my kids don't ever say they don't want to see me or anything like that because of the type of discipline that I'm raising them. This is my number one thing that I say all the time is we're not raising children, we're raising adults, and we're teaching them how to be an adult. When you teach them how to be a child and you constantly keep them secluded in that childish kind of way, it's not helping them long term, but they hold them back from many things today. Compared to my childhood, we were free as a bird for the most part. We were free as a bird, but today there's a lot of overprotection and lack of discipline. So we want to talk about everything. So let's go through the list. Communication with your ex-spouse, being happy, being positive, and also disciplining and helping your children along the way in life. These are the most important things to do and how your day-to-day should be. Now, me being with my kids only on every other weekends, and I do get them every Wednesday, it is a little harder for me. So when I discipline them here, they don't always take well to certain things, and then that's when you have to go over, and now it's a touchy subject, and you talk to your ex-spouse and what happened and what you've done to justify the discipline. Now, this channel is going to be positive. Now, there's obviously going to be some situations discussed, but it's not only the negative things that we're discussing. We are going to discuss what you have done in a positive way to fix what's happened. And we're going to learn off each other. And I am not claiming to be perfect. So that's another benefit for me to have this channel, is that you can actually reach out to me and give me your thoughts and your opinions in the comments. So when I come to the camera and I explain a certain situation that I felt that I did correctly, or it was a challenge, I want to see comments down below in helping me, and I want other people to also engage and read through all the comments. And I think as a community we can get together and we can be better parents, better single parents. It's not easy, and we need all the guidance we can get. So obviously this is the first episode. This is just an introduction, just to tell you a little bit about my channel and what I plan on doing with it. And I hope you can join us and build this community together. So if you subscribe and you click that little bell, I think we'll all get along in raising our children together happily and ever after. Thank you for joining. Bye-bye.